So I'll just cut to the chase. Who owns the channel?
50-50.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like 49-59. I mean, 51-49.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Reggie. So, a few months ago, folks, if you guys remember, Gilbert Arenas was arrested by the federal government for allegedly running an illegal poker ring. Now, as soon as he got arrested, many of us were questioning what was going to happen to his show, Gil's Arena. Well, as soon as he was arrested, pretty much, the people that produced the show, which is Underdog Fantasy, they quickly changed the name of the show from Gil's Arena to The Arena. So, once the NBA season was about to start, Gilbert Arenas was asked about how often they would be doing his show now that Skip Bayless has essentially took over his channel.
You know, I'm thinking, listen, we're going to go 5 days a week. They're going to start a new channel and they're going to do, you know, they can start off at 3 days a week. And I was like, well, you know, we don't spend this kind of money for those guys and we have y'all big contract. You know, as a business, you know, we're not really making any money off you guys. You guys are doing great, but the sponsorships ain't coming in. You know, for us to pay for the skips and nothing, we got to let some of your guys go. You see, when you started hearing shit like that, you be like, all right, no. Put it on the same channel. Because the last thing I want to do is, you know, you got, you know, Lexi. You know, I can already see the people that are going to start letting go. And I'm like, not right now, man. We ain't got time for that. We moving.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Gilbert Arenas had to say, right? Basically said, listen, we're going to be doing our show pretty much 2 days a week. Folks, Gilbert Arenas got kicked out of his own basement. If you guys don't know, they shoot Gil's Arena in his basement. And Skip Bayless came in, folks, and he essentially took over Gilbert Arenas' own house, okay? Skip Bayless is now the A-side, folks, and Gilbert Arenas is an afterthought on his own supposed network. So he got into it with Kwame Brown not too long ago, and they were having a back and forth about ownership, and this is how that went, folks.
How was these niggas able to take your name off of your channel, bro? That's your name.
No, okay, it wasn't them taking the name. I thought and felt this. I watched Matt Barnes, right? He had All the Smoke podcasts. Then he added, first he added Kevin Garnett.
Right.
So the Kevin Garnett show is under All the Smoke podcasts. So there's no Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, nothing. You're hidden under someone else, right? And then they added Rachel Nichols, hidden under someone else. So I was like, well, these two got hidden, but they're all individuals. I'm one person. I got a football and basketball. But if I had the Gil's Arena page, but the football show get lost. So I was thinking build a network. So it's basically like the page is ESPN, and then there's Gil's Arena, and then there's Gridiron, the football show.
That's what I thought that you did initially when I first seen the name change. But here's the thing, Gil. On the live stream, you said that when you got arrested, that's when they took the name from you because your name was no longer good in their eyes when it comes to promoting the product and being aligned with the brand.
Yes, that's what I said.
But now you saying something different is what I'm saying.
So, what are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, on Gilbert Arenas getting kicked off of his own show, folks? This is actually something that I wanted to get to a while ago. I just never got around to it. But I saw a new clip today of Gilbert Arenas pretty much saying how he wants to start a nighttime show because, yeah, he was kicked off of his daytime show, Gil's Arena. Take a listen to this, folks.
Yeah, I got my backdrops now for the GA show.
Good job, Gil. Out here working. Ladies and gentlemen, as you
Yeah,
know,
I need a night show, man. I got so many opportunities, Joe.
Okay. Are they you opportunities or we? Because if they're we, I really will contribute, Gil. I
Oh,
need to work.
you trying to be a part
I
of it?
need money, Gil. I need money.
I'm trying to be a part of it, man. But it's gonna be a different field, Joe.
I probably would be too risque for me, so I can be behind the scenes.
It's gonna be, I got Joy. She wants to team up.
I like you and Joy. I think you round out that cast. And Gil, I'm always being selfish with intent, but I know for a nighttime show like that, it might get a little too turned up for me. So you round out that cast. You probably need like a good solid comedian and then a hooper.
Hey, you're right.
I'm not gonna give all of it away. I know you know the answer to both of those.
Ryan Davis.
That is a good option.
You guys just heard the audio, folks. This whole situation is honestly hilarious. The fact that Skip Bayless came into Gilbert Arenas' house and kicked him off of his own show, folks, that's probably the funniest shit I've ever seen in sports media, right? I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Skip Bayless basically came in and said, fuck your show, all right? That's honestly hilarious if you ask me. This dude, Gilbert Arenas, man, listen, good show, but, clearly he doesn't own the show outright, which many of us thought he did. Obviously the show is produced by Underdog Fantasy, and I'm assuming they own the rights to the show. So even though they shoot the show in Gil's basement, folks, he has been relegated back to his bedroom now that Skip Bayless has shown up. I mean, imagine that, right? You're not even the A side in your own home, right? Like, imagine how crazy that is. You're not even the A side in your own home. I don't know, folks. Anton Daniels, popular YouTuber, he basically said that he's richer than Gilbert Arenas during this whole ordeal. He got involved with it as well.
You want to argue with me because you broke, nigga. I think you're broke, nigga. You want to argue with me, and nigga say you ain't got no money. Let's get back to that, nigga.
No.
You want to argue with me all day.
I think that I have more assets and money than most of these niggas, including Gil. I ain't changing that shit.
To me personally, man, a lot of these NBA dudes, former NBA players, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of them do go broke, right? A lot of them go broke. When you see guys trying to get into the media after their playing career, more times than not, folks, they're low on cash, right? Podcasting, getting into the media, a lot of these dudes, not all of them, right? But a lot of them are definitely going broke, folks, okay? Shannon Sharpe last year said he made more money off of the Cat Williams interview than he did in any of his years playing in the NFL. So once those checks stop coming in, folks, from the NBA, from the NFL, what are these guys going to do? How are they going to pay for their hookers? They got child support they got to pay for, right? They got homes and cars they have to pay for, folks. What are they going to do when no more money is coming in? Well, folks, they got to start podcasting, all right? They got to get into the media. They got to start, going on First Take. We saw Cam Newton, he was crying about how he can't provide like how he once could. Why do you think you see Cam Newton starting a podcast? Why do you think you see him on First Take? Folks, these niggas have 8, 9 kids, a mortgage, 3, 4 cars. They got whores that they still got to pay for, prostitutes that they still want to sleep with, folks. So they got to get to, basically podcasting, folks, to make ends meet. So, yeah, Gilbert Arenas, folks, he's trying to start a new show because his own show, he's down to 2 days a week, folks. He's essentially been kicked off of his own show in his own house. So he's going to be looking to start a new show here soon. He says he wants to do a nighttime show. What do you guys think, folks, about this whole topic? Like I said, to me, Skip Bayless, man, he completely violated Gilbert Arenas in this whole ordeal, man. He violated him. I've never seen a grown man literally get kicked out of his own house by another grown man. I've never seen a grown man walk into another grown man's house and said, go upstairs, right? That's essentially what Skip did to Gilbert Arenas. He told him to go upstairs, right? Go to your room. So y'all let me know, man, what y'all think about this entire situation. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.